My sister contacted me after 3 years. Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of mugginess. I've been a counsellor for over 20 years and I specialise in personality disorders. I'll be pointing out red flags and speculating on what personality disorder the OP might be dealing with. Dear Agnes, my sister is 25 years old and I'm a 22-year-old male. 3 years ago, we completely cut contact and we never spoke to each other again. We had a very vicious falling out and went completely separate ways. I'd always thought I'd probably never see or speak to her again. We both had terrible childhoods. Our parents were rotten to both of us. I always got the short end of the deal, beatings, violence, what have you. When she was old enough to move out, she did and left me with them. Things got way worse for me. But eventually, when I turned 18 and went to college, after constant pressure from her, I left home and lived with her. After years of us living together is when the problem started. It was all because we were struggling for cash. And money problems caused constant resentment. The agreement was that we both pay 50-50, but with me focusing on my education and barely having enough time for a job outside of that, I found coming up with my share of the money harder than it was for her. She ended up paying more of the bills and taking on more responsibility. I tried hard to keep up, but it led to us having a lot of arguments. I started doing night jobs, which meant I slept a lot during the day. She then started accusing me of being lazy. She sometimes even accused me of hiding money or lying about how much I had made and trying to hide it from her, which was very hurtful to me. The last straw came when one of her friends lost some money at our place and my sister accused me of stealing it. Things became very violent. I lost all hope and faith in her because I couldn't believe she'd level such an accusation against me. It ended very badly and I moved out. I haven't talked to my sister at all since that day, not even a little bit, and that was 3 years ago. Sometimes I get messages from my parents and I talk to them briefly, but I don't talk to them much. I've lived my own life since then and have pretty much avoided my entire family. It's been that way for 3 years and I have overcome many challenges and put my life together through hard work. Then I got a message from my sister on Facebook out of the blue. I've never blocked her, but I had just completely ignored her account and never messaged her, but I did occasionally look at her profile. She basically said, I've been thinking about you a lot recently. I really miss you and I really love you. I'm very sorry about the way everything happened. You didn't deserve it. I should have believed you. I hope you can forgive me and give me another chance. She said she wanted to meet up and see how I was doing. I haven't replied yet. The whole thing has caught me completely by surprise. I've tried to keep my family out of my mind for 3 years while building up my life. I had to fight back more than a few tears whilst reading her message, but now I'm calm again. I don't know what to do. My reply. I think you're still feeling hurt from when she left home when you were 15 because you say she left you. She didn't have a choice as you were only 15, so she couldn't have taken you with her. She did come and get you when you were 18 though. Your sister is obviously struggling with the pressure of trying to pay your share of the bills too, and she obviously snapped when she accused you of stealing, but that's still no excuse to become violent. People's brains aren't fully developed till they are 25, so being put in a position where you have to fend for yourself at a young age means both of you aren't always going to know what to do and not always thought things through properly, i.e. how you would pay for your share of the bills when you were at university. And when you've suffered the trauma that you and your sister have, it affects your growing brain negatively. I'm not excusing what your sister did. Saying she's sorry about what happened isn't an apology. Saying she's sorry for what she did is an apology. But maybe you can see things a bit clearer now. It's entirely up to you whether you want her in your life or not. You still talk to your abusive parents. I'm guessing one has got narcissistic personality disorder, or they may even be a psychopath, and the other one has got dependent personality disorder. Yet they've continuously done dreadful things to you. Your sister did one dreadful thing to you, and you need to think about why this is. I personally think it's to do with the feeling of being abandoned by her when she left, and being abandoned again when she accused you of stealing, and I think you're frightened to let her back into your life in case she abandons you again. I'm sorry you and your sister had such a terrible time as children, OP. Good luck.